Hello gentle people, Jeff here. Welcome back to the channel. First thing first, if you don't know, basswood carving, he was gentle enough to do a shout out to me in his last live stream YouTube video. Thanks man, that was really cool. I got so many subs. I think it's related to that, I guess. I got like, I don't know, for my numbers like 50, 60 something I think. So that was really nice, thanks a lot. So yeah, basswood carving, if you don't already, go follow him. He's so good, he does a lot of amazing stuff. Cowboys, you know, and things like this. Really, really, really good carving. Something I wish to be able to do one day, I would say. Yes, so related to this video today, we're going flat plane. Well, it's something that I've been doing for some time, I guess. Somehow I was trying to reach, I think, a good flat plane state, but I've changed a bit how I carve my little guys this week, and I've done one carving on Thursday and one carving yesterday, Friday, and then today I was like, okay, I think I know kind of what I'm doing, so tutorial time. So yes, I've carved these two little guys that you can see here. I haven't carved eyes, can you believe that? Thing that I said I would never do. But yeah, I carved and I'm really happy with how they turned out, especially the painting part of it. So this is what we will do today. We'll do one with two swords because it's simpler. I've tried one yesterday with the shield. It's way more intricate. And I want to keep it simple, so that's what we will do. And then as a last word, you might have seen I re-uploaded my last video of tips and tricks. I got comments and I don't want to give misinformation to people, and how I was using my strop was probably not the best. I mean, it worked for me, I guess, but it's not exactly probably like how we're supposed to do that. So I removed that part of the video and I changed a little bit what I was saying, and then I re-uploaded it. So yeah, didn't get a lot of views because obviously people already watched it. In any case, thanks for people who raised flag about it. I don't want to share misinformation, like I said. It's not the goal of this channel. You know, if I show something, it's because I should be aware of, and there's so many videos about how to use a strop out there. I don't think I need to do one. In the description of the other video, I put the thing with that I use from Doug, and then from Carving is Fun, but I know that Vladimir from Homewood Spirit also has one video about using a strop and making sure your knife is sharp and good to go. So yes, without more talking, we will just go for it. Let's start with some measurements. So my pieces are always the same size, but still, it's 8 centimeter by a little bit more than 3, a little bit more than 3. I will put the imperial in text. I just see that I don't have imperial on this ruler. Okay. Now let's draw some lines. If we take the other guy, we'll make lines for the shoulder. Well, first, let's do the center line on each side. I eyeball these. Okay. Then I do some sort of a middle line at the top here to have some sort of a center. Then I join these two lines. Where's will be the front? So that will be the back. Okay. So I will join these two lines here and these two lines here. Okay. So the shoulder will be around that here. I basically press my fingers so I can just slide in and make a straight line. I will give you the measurement after. approximately, yeah, pretty much. So this is 2.5 centimeter. Okay. So just put little X, just to remember that's the front. And then I put a little marker, maybe at 0.5 centimeter, something like this. If we look at this guy, yeah, around maybe here. And then I join these lines here. That will be for the beard shape. Like so. It's 1 centimeter. Yeah, pretty much. Good. And we will do a symmetrical one like the one that I'm using here. So at maybe 1.5 centimeter. Put a little line here. And in the diagonal I will basically, and then 1 centimeter above. That's for the sword and the hand. Maybe a little bit more. It's kind of hard. I want a bit, maybe 1.5. Then follow the same. So that would be for the sword, and then somewhere here. It's kind of hard to give measurement for that, but yeah. And then a straight line here. So that's for the arm. Then in the back, closer to the line here. Make it bigger than you think it will need to be. That's for the hand. Okay. It's better if your arm is bigger. Then same thing here for the sword. It will basically meet each other. And then this one here for the hand. Okay. Should take this line instead. Sorry. Alright. I usually eyeball everything, but I got a comment about measurements and lines, so I'm trying to do better. Good. 90-degree here. Something like that. And for back. These lines will mostly change anyway when we'll carve. Okay. So that's the front, and then for the back we'll do the same thing for the here. Alright, so that's all the line that are needed for now, to give you an idea. And the back. Okay, cutting time. So I always start from the shoulders. I remove big chunks of wood, these lines, that would be the head shape at the top. So they're pretty good here, just to remove quite a lot of wood. Something like that. Go close to the line. And then same thing on the other side. The thing with flat plane is to make as clean as cuts as possible. Okay, so you should have this shape at the top. Then on the shoulder I will do a small V-cut from below and then from the top here. Okay, make it a little bit bigger, like so. Same thing on the other side. Alright, should look like this. Then we'll remove all that wood here and flatten the face. The V-cut basically creates a step cut. Then we remove it. And then a bit more. And then a bit more. Doesn't have to be perfect from here, we will readjust later. Okay. So as you can see, it creates a shoulder right there. So we'll do the same thing on the other side. You can start small. Alright, and remove a bit more wood and more wood. Okay, now we have shoulders and the face. From here I do a V-cut again under the tip of the beard, like so. And then I will remember that the line on a V-cut is in the middle. So I go in from one side and I go in from the other, the same angle. And then I pop the wood. Alright, I'll just readjust a bit, like so. Same thing on the other side. Like so. Good. Okay, from here we will go straight with the arms. So you do a step cut alongside the line here and a straight cut all the way to the end of the sword, like so. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Good. And then from here, important, remember if you have seen my other videos, but the tip of the knife needs to not go farther than your step cut here. So be precise with your cut. Then go all the way to the sword. And you can do more than one if you don't feel like cutting too much wood, to make sure. And what I basically do is I go in and then I rotate to end up in the same direction as the sword. Like that. Okay. Doesn't need to be that deep for now. It will work fine. And then we can do the other side. You will have to switch your grip for that one, which might be trickier. But it's basically the same thing. You rotate, always trying to be mindful of the tip of your knife. And if you have a little piece of wood that is left like this, I just go in and do another little step cut and remove that piece. There we go. So we should have both little arms. We can remove more wood later. Now we'll just do the inside of the sword. Be mindful of the other sword on the other end, but you just basically carve through as straight as you can. And then you remove wood. Good. Same thing on this side. Okay. And then we'll do below the swords and the hands. This part we need to remove a lot of wood, so same thing, we do a step cut following the line. So what I do is I do that in two motion. I remove wood towards the step cut a couple of times. And then I remove wood from this side. Then it gives me more space for my knife to go back in again. Okay. I usually do that. It's really thin, maybe a millimeter or two. Well, it's almost half a centimeter. We'll remove more later, but for now that works. Okay, same thing. Remove that side, then go back in again. A little bit more. Okay. Should look like this now. Good. So I will flatten the part here in the middle. Okay. So we'll make a buff guy like the others. So I will do a V cut, maybe around a little bit lower than the armpit. Like so. And then this wood here, take your time, because it's a bit of a tricky part, because that's the where both swords meet. But we'll remove the wood all the way to the same distance under the chest. We'll probably get dirty like that, but we can fix that later. For now, just roughing it out, removing the wood. Take your time. No rush. All right. There we go. We'll probably split the sword apart after. Good. And we could carve from below to it. And make it a little step. Yeah, something like that. And then I will just carve a little bit like that in the corner to flatten everything out. Same thing on this side. Okay, that'll do for now. So let's go in the back. So we have our lines for the hands. We'll do a step cut from below here. Same thing on this side. And then we will do the same thing in an angular motion. And we will remove all the wood all the way to this line here from the back. Then you should probably at some point end up merging both angles so it will be flat again. Like so, almost. Okay, we'll do the same thing on this side. Hold my knife like this. Good. Remove this. And you should look below and see if both are looking sort of the same, which is not the case right now. So we will adjust that. A bit against the green here, it's splintering a bit. That's pretty similar here. Let's do it now. Flatten that and flatten. Okay, it looks similar. It's the bottom anyway. Alright, so we have the pectoral here, the arms. So we'll do stop cut here for the back. Same thing on this side. So from here we will do like we've done in the front, and then sort of other circular motion if you can. If not, you can go straight. That will probably split the wood here, but that is fine because we will remove that wood anyway, like this. All this wood will go, so that's fine if you do exactly what I'm doing here, because we will remove that wood. Alright, same thing here. Like I said, you could do some sort of circular motion to remove that. Same thing here. Let's remove that wood. Lots of wood to remove for the legs. If you're starting from the end grain like I was doing it, it's too hard. Don't put strength. It's the best way for the carving to split, and you will cut yourself. And we don't like that. Good. Okay. Okay. This is not flat. Looks a bit better like that. Good. Oh, this is not great. Okay. So the back now, what I do is, well, I could do a stop cut like I've done in the front, basically, where the hairline ends. The difference here is that we will remove all the wood all the way to the top and all the way to the bottom to make a flat space in the back. And it should be pretty straight. Okay. Then you basically carve all the way so you don't see the V-cut anymore. If you want, you could have just removed the wood, but I prefer to carve from a V-cut like this. I don't know why. So we just flatten it. You can see the front is leaning forward and the back is straight for now, which is fine. So now we'll do another V-cut, but you know, we could draw the line, but you can see where it is. The end of the hair piece. Okay. Try to be as flat as you can. Cool. Like so. Then we'll do the same thing. The line is in the middle. The back of the hair. Like this. And that's a weird line, but okay. There we go. We got the hair. The shape is pretty much getting along here. So one thing I want to do with this guy is have a belt. So from the corners on each side here, we'll draw a straight line, just like so. Then we could even maybe use the line that I've done here. Okay. Then do pretty much the same thing in the back. Somehow could do that. Make sure it's straight. So I lean my fingers, like I said, and then I move my finger and pencil like this. That'll be a big belt. I think that's cool. Okay. Great. So let's do that. Let's start from the front. So we'll do a stop cut on the line, like so, and we'll carve through it a little bit. Okay. Then same thing here, stop cut on the line, and we'll carve through it from the top. Doesn't need to be big, just we can see it. And we'll do the same thing on the opposite side. Step cut all around. Okay. And here you will need to use the tip of your knife to go all the way to reach the end. And you need to go into this angular motion to do the cut from below. Like so. And cut from below here. And then same thing here. Just a little bit. So it creates a little bit of shadow. So we have the belt. Cool. The back will be easier because we don't have the swords in the way. We don't have anything in the way, in fact. Not that straight here. I will readjust. Cool. Like so. Oops. Good. Same thing from below. There we go. Now I realize that there's some wood sticking out from here, so I will just try to remove a little bit. Yeah, it's a bit better. There's a little thing coming out here. Okay, good. Okay, so we have the belt all the way around. Super flat. That's what we want. And here we will do a little butt for the little guy. So maybe same distance as the belt somehow. Maybe around here. You know. We'll do a V-cut. Remember, always the line is the middle. Okay, that will do a little butt for the guy. So we'll remove the wood to make the V-cut disappear. There we go. So we got a little butt for the guy. Okay. Good. So in the middle, you can draw a straight line. Then we'll start with the stop cut in the middle part. Not all of it, but sort of a quarter of a centimeter on each side of the line. and then you can stop cut here. Since you wet the grain, you can just go on the side and make puff the wood like this. Same thing on the other side. You could do a V-cut, but I don't know, I prefer to do it like that. This V-cut under the butt cheek was basically to be able to do this right here and the wood just fall. Then we'll do triangles on both sides, like so. And then right here. Alright, so he has a little butt and little thing in the leg. Good. Okay. Let's do the shoes later. That's really good. So for the sword, we have the guard on each side. So we do a stop cut, and then from the guard side we go and we do a little cut like this. Then we'll do, try to do better cuts than what I do. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. A little stop cut on the other line, and cut towards the sword, like so. Okay. And then I will just make little cuts here, so we can also see the guard. And then from here below, don't stress too much. That's under the carving, so nobody looks under carvings, right? I will not go all the way to the other side here, I think. Just like so. Same thing on the other side. Okay. And then here. Good. So we got little guards for the swords. Little cuts, bits. There we go. Come on. There we go. Okay. It's good enough. Here, what I will do is I will separate the sword. So just remove the front here. Pop it like that. And then I will do a cut in the middle. And like we've done with the butt cheek, I will just do a couple of V-cuts like so. I put the figure on the table. It's easier for me. Okay, so we've separated the sword. Let's remove the sharp of the corner. What I do is I lean my knife in the same angle as the line, like this, and I just do one cut. Don't push too hard because you'll make a slice on the guy, which you obviously don't want. If you're not comfortable, you can also do like I will do here. You can go along in an angle instead. Like that, and then that will round. Not round, but you will remove the sharp corner. Okay. The same thing here. A bit more. Okay, and then remove that part. If you can carve like this against the grain without any problem, you have a sharp knife, and that's great. Angle again, and a little angle here. So you see it's not perfectly symmetrical, but it's not too bad. Okay. So we have pretty much everything here. Let's just flatten that part on the arm a little bit. On the other side, same thing. Good. Okay. Then we can do the hand. So with the line that we had, this one. Once again, stop cut. Can go all the way around. Because the sleeve is obviously higher than the hand, we'll carve from the hand to the sleeve like that. Like this. Same thing on this side. From the hand to the sleeve. There we go. Okay. So we have the hands, we have pretty much everything here. Everything is super sharp here, so we will, with an angle, flatten all the edges. And the arm here, and the back. That will also remove the pencil line probably. There we go. I'll just readjust. Could have went a bit deeper with these, but it's fine. A big arm. So you can see the shape of the body here. We will obviously do the face at the end. It will not look like that. It looks like a big helmet, which is also fine, I guess, if you're making a knight. Good. Well, let's do the face. Really. Well, we could do a little bit of little shoes. Maybe the same distance as the belt, the butt. Just making a line. Just make a little shoe line for this little guy. And here I don't do stop cuts, I do V cuts. Because I like it more. There's no other reason than that. Really. Don't push too hard, do it slow. Don't put too much strength because you could just break everything. You could still fix it, I guess, but yeah, you know. Flat plane is about precision. Like this V cut is not really aligned with the others. And then another thing here. Okay, so we got little shoes for the guy. Okay, the face. The face. What I do from basically the line we had at the beginning, I do one swipe in an angle. That's it. Okay. Then maybe a centimeter, maybe. Centimeter? Yeah, 1 centimeter. I do, that would be for the helmet. Once again, I push with my finger and I just do straight motion, so it creates a straight line. Okay, so from here we do a stop cut. We don't want a V cut here because we need to have the sharpness of the edge for the helmet. And then I carve to it. Then we go around and around and around, following the line. Compared to the V cut, the line is not the middle in a stop cut. You literally cut where the line is. Okay. We're getting there. Not that much more left. There we go. Okay. So we got the helmet. For the nose, we have the line here and we have the top. So in the middle, we'll do the nose. So stop cut again. So the deeper you go, the bigger the nose will be. And you carve from below. So I could keep it like this, but I want to have a bigger nose, so I will do another swipe. So now the nose is a bit wider. Then from here I do a stop cut straight on the side of the nose and then another one on the other side. Okay, and then same thing that we've done with the arms. Oh, that's not great. What is that? Little tidbits. Okay. Same thing we've done on the arms and things. We will swipe in, but making sure the tip of the knife doesn't go inside the nose. Like so. Maybe another swipe. Okay. And then my cut was bad. So let's fix it. Okay, so we have one side. Then same thing on this side. Might be a bit trickier depending if you're comfortable or not cutting towards yourself. Like this. Then at this point I just look if they look pretty symmetrical, which is the case right now. Good. We will remove, following this line, same direction, we'll just cut the corner here and pop it out. And if you do like me, like I've just done, and you create a knife cut, you can just go a little bit and remove it. Okay. Then same thing on this side. Okay, so we got a little nose. And I pop a corner at the top too. Same thing here. Good. So we got the nose. From here we will flatten the part of the beard here where the mouth will be. You can go deep or not, it depends. It's really up to you at this point. I'll do, just to make sure everything is good, I'll do a little V-cut. I just feel like it. Good. Okay. It's not super right. Okay, it's better now. So from here, I do a line from perpendicular to the little angle I have on the nostril. I do a line of about 1/2 centimeter, 90 degree, like so. Try to have them pointing the same direction. Then following this line I will go, you see the line here that I have from the beginning, and then this edge. In the middle I will draw a line. Same thing here. And then I will join the two. Like so. So that's the cheek. From here I do a V-cut. On both sides. There we go. From here, yeah, I will go follow through. Tip of my knife, go all the way under where the line is. Then I go on the other side. And then I go third. That's probably the hardest cut to master, but you can do it. You just have to figure out where the tip of your knife is. So we have one cheek. So we'll do the same thing on this side. Go in. Go in. It's a bit wide in this one. And then another V-cut here. There we go. There's a little bit tidbits. I will use my brush later. Okay, so we got the cheeks. I will just remove the line a little bit here. I'm leaving the texture of the wood where the beard is as much as I can because it gives a good finish after the painting. Gives a little bit of texture on the beard, which is kind of cool. Okay. Alright, so good. So we can do the mouth, which is really simple. In a 45-degree, in the middle, I do 2 lines. So it creates a 90-degree angle, like so. Then I carve through it on one side and then on the other. There we go. We got a mouth. Then you can readjust a little bit. Good. Okay, something new. Eyes. So what we will do is do a V-cut that will be kind of flat here from the corner of the nose to the corner of the cheek. And then we'll do another one that's some sort of like 45 angle. I don't know if you see the lines, but yeah, we'll do that. So be really gentle, because it just needs to create a little cut in there. And it creates a basic shape that I paint in white after, and then I do the eyes and everything. If you would not basically do a straight line and you make it go lower instead, the person would look more sad. And if you do it in another angle, maybe the figure will look a little bit happy or even angry. I'm not exactly sure. Good, so we have 2 eyes like this. It doesn't look like anything on the carving, but after it's painted, you can see the eyes popping out like this. Okay, so what else? That's pretty much it, really. We need to just do the helmet, which is fairly simple. I have done 2 different things. For this one, I think what I will do is, once again, do a straight line in the middle here. Then again, I'll do a stop cut. So it will create some sort of edge. And we carve through it from the top here. Good. Same thing here. I always finish with the head because that's the part I'm the most comfortable with. Still having a lot of hard time with the arms proportion. So yeah, I always start with that, because if I fail them, that's less sad if I trash the carving. Okay, I'm just removing the texture here, because I don't want that. And there's the pencil line also. Okay, so now the helmet looks really weird. But from every corner, let's start in the front, I do an angle cut like this, and then another one here, and then another one in the corner. So I do that every corner to round it off. And then because I've cut in the corners, it created 2 more corners. So then I repeat the process. You should have sort of I cut it a bit more on this side. Symmetrical shape at the top. And then from here, I just, if you have a good sharp knife, I just remove the top like so. So the oil will really go deep in there. Soak it up from the top, like so. You could even drill a little hole. Maybe I'll do that in another thing, but drill a hole, make a little hook, and then you have a keychain. Good. So yeah, the face is not exactly symmetrical. This part is a bit lower, but that is okay. And from here, I will just fast forward, but I will remove all the texture that you see on the wood here, everywhere, to remove the pencil line. Good, so last little bit of details that we will do is obviously the signature triangle beard cut that I always do. Because this guy has the face that he has, we'll just do on each side. Just do 2 on each side, because yeah. I don't know what I've done with this face. He has a smaller face somehow. So I do a little triangle cut like that, and then I pop it up from the good. And then the last detail is what I like to do here is a couple of V cuts to create like armpit and see like that. Same thing in the back. There we go. This side now. Come on. Here we have it. We have the butt, we have everything. Piece of wood to remove here. Alright, so here it is. That's what we have done. I don't know if it will zoom or not. I need to hide my face, I think. There we go. That's what we've done today. Super flat, super square. I love this style so much. And yeah, if you compare him to the two others that I've done with painting, hide my face again. There we go. You see the eyes, I'm like really happy how it turns out. Yes, I don't think I'll make a video about painting because these videos never get, like, I don't know, I don't think people like watching painting videos. If you like, I don't know, tell me in the comments, maybe I could make a video about it. If you feel like it. I changed how I painted my figurine through the year, how I painted my other carving before. It's really different what I do now. I had one video to paint the little knight. Yeah, it's I don't paint my things like this anymore. So yeah, if you're interested, just tell me. I could make a side video and then show you how I paint these now, little guys. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope it was simple enough and that you've learned a thing or two. And yeah, if anything, just tell me. Press a like if you feel like it, and we will see each other, I hope, next week. Bye bye.